Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me. I'm back with another story, but this one is real. This is this is really real, if you know what I'm saying. And woomy died for the 46th time, I think, if I'm correct, if my calculations are correct. This is his 46th time, and this time it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. He was walking with his wife
Friend.
in Valentine's Day in summer 1950. Is Valentine's Day in summer? That's a real question. He was walking in 1945, right after the World War II ended. He was walking with the Japanese when they lost, and they were crying. They were like,
Why is this happening to us? I do not deserve this. It is okay for
this is going too racist. Anyway, he was walking with his
Friend.
so-called wife,
Friend.
quote unquote wife,
Friend.
aka Derps. Yeah, I see you, man. I see you. You watched him die, man. Anyway, he was walking with him. They were talking. They were laughing. They were breakdancing in 1945. I don't know if breakdancing was invented, but they were breakdancing with boots, pats, boots, pats, boots, pats, boots, pats. That's in Japan, 1945, after the nukes hit. So, and then a guy appeared from the ground. He was like, they were walking on mud back then. They were walking on sand and shit. And someone came out of the sand. He was like God, not God, Jesus, not God. He was like a sandman, like a real sandman. He came out like this, and then he said, "I am Sandman, from the land of sand, as you can see around you. I have come from all the nukes, the two nukes that came from Japan, brought me back to life. I wanted to see what happened to this miserable land of Japs and Asians. And what I'm seeing is not pleasing me. I hate this land that has become my home." And Woomy said, "Sir, excuse me, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here with my wife dancing." Boots pat, and Derps was like boots pat in the background, and Woomy here was talking to the Sandman, and that's why Derps. Why? And anyway, he said, "I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Sand. I'm just walking." And Sandman was like,
Silence! Nonsense! What are you talking to me right now? I shall kill you and make an example out of you for all the Japs.
and he just brought us a sand sword, and he swung it. He was like whoosh on Woomy here's stomach, and Woomy here looked at the Sandman and fell to the ground. He was like, Jesus. Woomy here was like, Jesus. He thought he was dying. Like he was about to die. Like he on the floor, knees on the ground, looked at Sandman. He started to say, "No!" like that, and nothing happened to him. The sand did nothing to him. If you remember, sand doesn't cut you. And Woomy, he didn't know that. He thought he was dying. He was crying and shit. And Derps was looking like boots, pats, boots, pats, boots. And so Sandman was practically useless. He was not that strong. And then I came in and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on over here?" That's how I talked back in 1945. I was like, "What's going on over here?" And Sandman was like,
Who is this talking Chinese man?
and I was like, "Chinese man? What are you talking about? You're a sand, dude. You trying here talking shit? Don't make me fucking..." And I just splashed some water in the Sandman. He fell to the ground. He was like,
Oh! I have been defeated, but I will come back to kill you. Woomy he
And I told him my name was woomy here, so I think he fell for it. And he just died. He died, never came back. It's now 2017. Not Sandman never came back. Anyway, then I helped Woomy here to get up, and he was like, "Oh, I'm dying, I'm dying." I said, "Shut the fuck up, you stupid man. Get up, man. Nothing happened to you." And I told him, "Come on, let's get some ice cream." And Derps was just boots, pats, boots, pats, boots. Just he was in the background. I don't know what's wrong with him. And on the way, we were walking like, "Man, can't you believe the Sandman? He tried to kill you." And Woomy's like, "Yeah, I'm afraid. I was afraid for my life. He pulled the sword, and I was like, this is the end, man." And I told him, "Man, don't worry about it. I got your back, man. We homies." And it was the first time I met him. I never knew that. I just wanted him to pay for the ice cream. And he said, "Man, you're my friend too." And as he said that, a car just fucking hit him, and he was splashed. He was, and blood was all over the place, and I looked at the car. I was like, "Jesus, what the fuck did you do?" And I looked at the car, and you know who I saw? I saw fucking Derps. I saw Derps hitting Woomy here with the car, and you know what he said? Right after he fucking ran over him. I looked at him and I said, "Why?" And he looked at me, dead in the fucking eye. He was dead. His eyes were dead. And he looked at me. Derps looked at me and said, "Boots, pats, boots, pats, boots, pats, boots." And that was it. I don't know what to tell you. That was it. This has been me, Story Man. Goodbye.
This video was brought to you by Edge. Advertisements are now playing. Oh hey, by the way, if you like these kind of stories, then go check mine on Edge's channel. This video was a mistake.
They were in the home, and the police just broke into the house, and it's like,